up, everybody?
Talk Radio.
Hey, what's going on, Jen?
I'm doing well, Angelica. How are you?
I am doing good. I'm happy we are actually able to do our show this week. My goodness. But, yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing pretty good. You doing good?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Well, this is your host, Angel Vondrina.
And I'm your co-host, Jean Mosby, and you are listening to
Confession Session. Yeah, got your ass. I've been practicing.
You keep doing that. I feel like you're doing
practicing.
that on purpose now. I'm like, damn, it's getting out of hand.
I want to thank everybody for tuning in this week. You know, we all truly appreciate the love and support. Don't be afraid also to share, tweet, retweet, and like our posts on Facebook. And pretty much, you know, in regards to Confession Session, and if y'all know somebody with a secret or somebody that needs to get something off their chest, have them get a show a call. We want to hear it all, seriously.
Right.
Y'all know, unfortunately, we did have some maintenance issues last week. We apologize about that. But for everyone, you know, I don't know, we just wanted to figure something out, an alternative, just in case something like that happened. But I don't know. What you think?
Yeah, I guess it's something we have to figure out along the way. But it just seems like Blog Talk Radio is not for us at the moment. Like, we keep having issues. I feel like the first week we were supposed to do the show, we had an issue. Then we had an issue last week. You know, it's doing something. But I feel like definitely as the show goes along and we get more of an audience, I definitely want to move to another platform because it's getting out of hand. It
is getting out of hand. Also, y'all, don't forget to like our fan page, our Facebook name. It's #Confession Session. And today we're going to pretty much allow you all to ask us any questions you'll like to, you know about us, or as far as Confession Session goes, you want to know anything about that, y'all allowed to ask us all the kind of, the questions that y'all want to ask today. But before we get into our hot topics, Jen, you want to let them know what our daily question is?
Yes. Our question of the day is, why do you think, and this goes for men or women, that people vanish or disappear out of a person's life after the first time they have sex? I think that's a good question. Yeah.
I think it's a good question, too. I would like to hear people's answers on that, because it's good to hear variety. So that's going to be good.
Yeah.
And I also want to add.
Say
go
it
ahead.
one more time. No, I definitely like a lot of different reasons, but we're going to talk about that more. What were you going to say, though?
I just wanted to add that during our calls, we are going to be taking random numbers to speak, stating the area code and the last 4 digits of your phone number. So if you do not want to participate, if you don't want, your number, if your number is called and you don't want to, participate, just say pass or stay silent. Just say pass, and we'll move on to somebody else, okay? And we will reiterate that during the show once again. Thank y'all for tuning in today.
All right. And getting into the hot topics. First topic is North Korea declares war on the U.S., which is a big deal. So North Korea's top diplomat, I don't know how you say his name, last name, I'm going to say it's Pyongyang.
Kim Jong-un.
Oh, my gosh, that's racist. You can't do that.
No, seriously. That's exactly what his name is. I looked it up, and I actually looked at the pronunciation.
Say it one more time.
I looked up his name, and I actually looked up the enunciation of it, and that's exactly how you say it.
Pronounce it, so I can say
Kim Jong-un.
Young?
Kim Jong-un.
Kim? Well, anyways, Kim Jong-un said that Washington crossed the line by placing Kim Jong-un, who is chairman of the Workers' Party of Korea, on a sanction list along with 10 others in North Korea. North Korea has already been on a sanction list, and what that basically means is it's harder to export goods from the U.S. to any of the countries that are affiliated with the U.S. To North Korea, and they're basically saying by placing him on that list that, it's not going to be easy for him to come over here. I don't feel like there's any reason why he would come over here, but I guess if he wanted to, it's definitely not going to be like a, but the reasons for them doing it is that they said allegedly they are abusing human rights in North Korea and also They have a network of political prisons. They also said that if the U.S. and South Korea follow through with war games, which is basically an exercise to improve, our tactics as far as with wars, if they go along with it, that they will enforce the war. They also cut off their communications with us because they used to have a network, how they would talk to us. I guess it was called like New York Network or something like that. So they said the only way that they're going to communicate with us now is through war law. North Korea, I want to say, also pride in their nuclear weapons. And they said that America needs to focus on other things like police brutality against blacks. This is something that Pyongyang has stated. And, what do you think about that?
It's a lot. It's a lot. It's definitely something that we should take serious, I feel like. It's definitely crazy. I think that it's strange, though, that he liked Dennis Rodman.
Oh, he likes Dennis Rodman?
Right.
It's like
he's welcome there.
He did go over to North Korea one time, right?
Yes, I think I was in shock. Like, okay, because they also mentioned like that he like a lot. I mean, things are still the same, but things has also changed. Like he likes pop music and things like that. They wear, they dress down. They're not as, professional as far as their dress goes. Now, don't get me wrong. He's still Kim Jong-un, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, but I'm just saying, like, he does things a little different. He's younger, you know what I'm saying? But he still takes, like you said, the weapons of, everything that they're doing as far as the seriousness of the war. They're taking all of that very serious. And I feel like we should, too.
Yeah, and we introduced nuclear weapons. It's just a scary situation. I hope, the best outcomes happens, like some way, like some peace could be entered into this. And also, I just hope they don't bring that shit over here. I would say the U.S. is pretty good as far as with wars. It doesn't get into the country besides, like, ISIS and stuff like that. But as far as, like, we're fighting wars, we end up going to other countries. I hope that's the same situation. I hope it doesn't get on our ground. The next topic, I want to talk about Donald Trump bashing the Khan family, who is a Gold Star member. If you all don't know who a Gold Star member is, it's basically families of people who have died in combat. It's a prestigious award. Basically, political parties feel like they are untouchable. Like you can't say anything bad about them because they paid the ultimate sacrifice. It's like, what more can you show that you love your country rather than giving your son or your daughter to the war and then say their lives? You know what I'm saying? But he basically belittled the Khan family after the Khan family said at the DNC that Trump was unfit to be the president of the United States. Trump fired back saying that the Clinton administration wrote this speech and that also his wife couldn't speak because she's Muslim, which is psycho. Khan's wife came out and said that she declined to speak because it was too painful, which I can understand.
Right.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
I think, to be honest with you, Donald Trump is just a Gemini-ass fool. I mean, even the Republicans don't support his fool ass. He stated pretty much, in his quote-unquote apology that he respects them and is sympathetic to their sacrifices that their family made. But all in all, it's politics. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just trying to put whatever out there. Donald Trump don't give a fuck. Like, do you see what he's trying to do? Do you see what he's trying to build? Donald Trump do not care, honestly. And he's moving on without the apology that the Khan family is looking for. I feel like he's currently, like, pretty much, he's just doing a lot. And what he's trying to do to win, to me, is disgusting as far as his antics. I mean, he's a total joke. I really can't take Donald Trump serious. I feel like anybody that take him serious is a joke, too. And there's a lot of racists that are taking him serious, And he, like Donald Trump, even when they told us what he stated, he doesn't even have a vocabulary. Like, I don't even think he doesn't. I mean, and then, well, every time I think of Donald Trump, I think of that damn commercial that Hillary Clinton got out, where he be talking about the, just how all the kids, our children are watching. I know everybody that's listening know exactly what commercial I'm talking about. And Donald Trump looked crazy on that commercial, but that's my feelings on it. Like, it's ridiculous. He I feel like he does things and he don't think about it prior to doing it. And that's real bad, especially somebody leading us or he doing I can't even see it. And it might even happen, and it's going to be terrifying.
Yeah. I mean, I think I just don't think he's going to get elected because he is causing a divide in the Republican Party.
Yes, he is.
He does still have loyal supporters, but I do, like you said, I feel like they're like the hardcore Republicans who it's more so about a race issue. It's a deep-rooted issue. It's like no matter what he does, they're going to still vote for this man. I also want to say that right now Clinton is leading in a recent poll that CNN did. It's like 52 to 43%. One of Jeb Bush's, who is part of the Republican Party, top advisor, has left the Republican Party to become independent. And they said if it is a close vote, that she will vote for Hillary, which is a big fan. John McCain has also issued a statement against the Trump's remarks against the Khan family. And I hope he doesn't resign. I feel like they're pushing for him to resign, but I hope he keeps going. I hope he continues to make a mockery, of this election so it can be easier for Clinton to get in. And honestly, it's just like part of me wants to believe like that is what he's doing. Like it's just like it was like some unwritten shit.
I don't think he's not joking. I wish.
You said what?
I wish he was kidding. I said he's not joking. I wish he was kidding, but he's not. He's serious.
It's like, how can you really believe what you said? Like, no matter how far, because, Donald Trump was a powerful man before this election, but it's just like, no matter how high up you are, it's just like, to be the president of the United States.
Wasn't that powerful?
And what you have to go through, it's like,
bankruptcies. He wasn't that powerful following all them bankruptcies. Come on, let's be serious.
Yeah, he's a joke, though. I also want to talk about Malia Obama and this whole situation. She recently broke the internet because she was twerking during Bryson Tiller's set at Lollapalooza. There's also photos of her partying that's floating around. And sources are also saying that she got drunk in Amsterdam earlier this month as well. What do you think about that?
I think, Obama, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? We haven't had one negative thing that happened in this White House, and you want to get your ass on a motherfucking dance floor and do some shit? That's what I think. But I also think that she's just being a kid. She's just having fun, or a teenager, And another thing that's hilarious to me is that they made, soon as the video came out, I saw as soon as it posted, they made this hilarious video as if she was like a person with privilege. And a video was like, look at Malia Obama having a good time, hanging out with friends. And I'm like, she just put her skirt up and showed her ass. Like, it was hilarious. They made it seem like it was just a normal day in the neighborhood. Like, I've never seen anything like that in my life. It was so funny. And I have to say I was pretty shocked that they came out with a video 10.5 seconds later after the video was posted. Like, what? That's funny. How you feel about it?
I think, like, they should just let her live. Like, she is coming of age. She's only 18. Who wasn't a train wreck at 18? But also, I feel like she needs to understand that she is under a microscope and who her father is.
Yes.
And even though she did not choose this, you know what I'm saying, it's still, you have to look at the bigger picture, and I hope she realizes that because she's going to Harvard. She seems like a smart girl, Have fun, but don't take it there. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like your life is different. Even though you didn't choose this life, your life is different. You can't do everything that everyone else wants to do. But, I don't think we all was drinking at 18. We all was twerking at 18. It's not.
I'm just saying, though, like, you are the president's daughter. You can't be showing that booty cheek. Girl, what are you doing? Now we all see your booty cheek.
And she was looking psycho, like, right in the front row. And it's just like, motherfuckers going to see you. And I'm sure they talked to her about it. I'm sure they checked that. Like, they seem like they're good parents, so I don't think they, like, went in. But I'm sure they had to talk with her, like, you got to realize what you're doing. Like, these people ain't your friend. These motherfuckers said they're your best friend. At the end of the day, if you're in the room smoking weed, they're going to be taking pictures of you to send to some website. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yep.
everybody's for self. Everybody wants to be famous. Everybody wants to be rich. And she's already in that position, even though she didn't choose to. So it's like you have to move accordingly. Anyways, I want to talk about Miss Teen USA. You said what?
I said pretty much.
I want to talk about this bitch, Carly Hay, who was recently crowned 2016 Miss Teen USA. Tweets from 2013 to 2014 surfaced of her using the N-word. She released a statement saying that she apologized, she's in a better place. It is also the second thing that the Miss Universe Corporation has came under fire for after the top 5 contestants already, representing one thing: blonde hair, blue eyes, looking very white. The organization is standing behind her and saying the same thing, that she's in a better place. She does seem adamantly apologetic about what she has said in the past. What do you think about that?
I feel like they should have did their research prior to announcing Kaylee Hay as a winner. I feel like it was a out of that fabulous, diverse group of white teenage girls for Miss Teen USA. However, yes, it was less than 24 hours after she won that the tweets came out, and I'm not trying to justify her actions, but this did happen 2 or 3 years ago, 4 years ago, and she did apologize about it. It's ridiculous. I've seen the tweets, she'd be like, my nigga, and I'm just like, what are you doing?
And it's like, and I hate, I'm one of those
and then she started
like,
saying nigger. Everything was
you
nigger.
should not be using the N-word. But it's like, bitch, why are you saying nigger? Like, you clearly are coming from a different place. Like, how some white people, when they be around their white friends, they want to all act like they black, and then they all be saying saying the N-word. It's like, okay, I can understand that if you tweeting them like, nigga, where you at, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, are you that dumb to where you putting an ER on it? Like, people say it's not a big difference, but it's a big difference. Like, you meant to be disrespectful.
Yep, exactly. I didn't think she meant to be when I seen that my nigga, but then when she started talking stupid shit, like, so is my nigger. Like, what's going on with the ER? And I definitely feel like the Miss Universe organization should have made her surrender her crown, but instead, like you said, they defended her pretty much like typical, just saying that the tweets was in the past and she's 18 and, she was 15 at the time and she's much more mature now. No, fuck that. She still did it. Just like anybody and everybody else, your consequences had a reaction. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much what's going on.
I agree. I agree. They should have stripped her from her title. And it's just like, come on now. Like, and Miss Universe, they don't have the same respect that they had back in the day. Like, these girls, knew, what they were getting themselves into. And, people aren't really paying attention. But it's like, at the same time, you should, set some standards for yourself. And at least, if you're being reckless, you need to delete your life off the internet if you're going on some show like that.
Yes.
I know if I was going under a microscope and it was, some real-life shit, if I was going into politics, I'm deleting all social media. I'm starting over. Because who knows? I don't remember what all I posted. I'm sure everything I posted was not gravy. I'm sure everything I posted was not good.
Exactly.
And it's just you have to think about stuff like that.
Right. Do you ever go on Facebook and you see do you ever go on Facebook and you see your past history and you be looking like, did I really post that shit when I was 15 years old? Oh, my goodness.
I was so whack.
I was so gangsta.
I was so whack. What the fuck? And it's
I was
everybody
thinking
knows that.
dude. Yes, I was thinking I had no filter at 15. I did not care. Just horrible.
Just horrible.
Yes.
Next topic I want to get into, Toya Wright. Recently, the reality stars brothers, Rudy and Josh Johnson, were gunned down outside of their New Orleans residence. Neighbors said that the two were outside arguing with, people in a black SUV. The neighbor also said that in that neighborhood it was common, so he just, walked away and ignored it. And he said once he's walking up the stairs, the shooting occurred. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. What do you think about that?
They said that they were found at the stairs because I heard that they were both found in a car in the early morning hours.
The neighbor, it was I guess it was maybe the projects, I don't know. He was walking up his stairs when he heard the shots. because he said, like, it was kind of
okay.
about fuck this shit, like, and just walked away. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not the actual people.
You know, it's sad, though. It's sad. It's another murder in the city that has, of course, the police, they found no motives, no suspects. And, you know, it's somebody else has been killed. And unfortunately, it's Lil Wayne's baby mama, brothers, you know what I'm saying, that were murdered in this situation. You know, she posted some tweets and different little photos and stuff of her and her brothers and stuff. And it's extremely sad that Rudy and Joshua are killed. You know, this happens every day, especially where I'm at. I mean, all I hear about is murder. All the time, somebody getting robbed, you know, so. It's just, this is what happens, and it's like when you live a certain type of way, and I'm not even trying to say they live in a certain type of way, but when you do, I mean, just crazy shit happens, you know what I'm saying? I feel real bad about the situation, all in all, you know. It's bad.
It's unfortunate, definitely, to see, like, you know what I'm saying, young people lose their lives for something as senseless as gun violence. Like I was saying, like, cousin who lives down here actually was just murdered yesterday, like, outside his job.
Sorry?
It's just like, he's only 19 years old. I mean, I didn't know him that well, but it's still sad because, like, what I knew from him, he was a good person. He definitely didn't represent, you know what I'm saying, to himself to be in that kind of situation. So, I just, you know, I guess pray for my family, you all right now, and, you know.
Yep.
But
that's
I mean,
crazy.
it's always so sad. And then the fact of her to lose like two brothers, and like I know,
right,
like,
one,
she was beefing with them because she felt like they wanted too much from her and they wouldn't, you know, progress themselves. And it's just like it's sad because they had the opportunity to, like, you were around a lot of influential people and you didn't take advantage of that. You wanted to, like, you know what I'm saying, abuse that, and then you end up getting cut off and you still in the same unfortunate circumstances that your sister got away from. So it's just a sad situation. Shit, I forgot. Did you want to talk about Korryn Gaines? Because, I mean, I've been hearing so much about this, but, I don't have a lot of info.
But I do. Well, I don't have a lot, but I have enough. We all are pretty much outraged, you know, about Korryn Gaines. She was, you know, pretty much killed. Her and her son, well, she was killed and her son was shot this Monday, August 1st. And just to get down to the nitty-gritty, you know, pretty much three officers served her an arrest warrant. And the arrest warrant it was over traffic violations. Now, this happened, like I said, on Monday at around 9:20 in the morning. Now, as far as I know, what the cops are saying, quote unquote, is that when the police went there, she barricaded herself with a shotgun inside the apartment for hours. And, quote unquote, the police tried to talk her down, but they said that she repeatedly threatened them and then aimed a shotgun at them. And around 3 o'clock at night that evening, so from 9:20 to 3, she allegedly said, if you don't leave, I'm going to kill you. Now, some punk-ass officer fired a shot once, and pretty much after he fired the shot once, and that was just according to the other cops. Now, once again, I haven't seen no footage on this. I don't actually know if this is what really happened. You know, only thing I know is what I've been reading and seeing lately. So they don't have, I didn't see no actual dash cams or any cameras that the cops had on. You know, but they said that a cop fired one shot, and then she returned fire, and then the police opened fire. So all three cops just shooting at her, and she's like, really? That's fucking stupid. And then her son was shot in the process, and it's crazy. You know, what do you think about that?
I don't know too much about it, but like you said, I did see some of, like, when she initially got pulled over. She was a little turned up. I mean, she didn't know her rights.
Yeah, she was turned up.
Like, she was clearly, like, being aggressive. That definitely does not deserve for someone to die, because white people do that shit all the time. They get pulled over and they be like, what did you pull me? What the fuck you pulled me over for? You know what I'm saying? So that definitely does not, you know, that definitely does not require somebody to get, you know, to lose their life. And then I also saw the video of, like, her talking to her son. Like, he clearly was, like, freaked out.
Yeah.
I mean, it's unfortunate.
To me, she seemed like she tested her limits, and, you know, she was definitely ready to die. Like, she knew what was going on. But all in all, she was a beautiful young 23-year-old, black, educated woman taking care of her son.
Yeah, she was very pretty.
But like I said, she did test her limits, and if y'all have an opportunity, check out some videos on her Instagram page. And even if you go on Facebook and press pound Korryn Gaines, you will see what I'm talking about. I mean, she definitely tested her limits. But we're going to move on to another topic. Yeah.
I want to talk about Kesha. She recently dropped her charges, her California lawsuit against Kemosabe's exec and producer Dr. Luke. She is citing that she no longer wants to put her music on hiatus, and she feels like it's best for both parties. She presented the label 28 new songs. She is still, however, pursuing appeals in New York. Her original lawsuit against Dr. Luke was for physical, sexual, and emotional abuse, and she felt that he was suffocating to her career. What do you think about that?
Well, you know, my thing is they was dating a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And so, like, you filing this lawsuit, you feel like you had to have sex with him. Like, you're grown. You guys were dating at one time or another. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you may have lost some fans, this and that, and another, but it's just like, obviously, you dating this man, you having sex with him, all this stuff is going on. Like, she probably dropped the lawsuit because she got paid a little bit of change, and she's just like, okay, let's keep it moving. You know, it's stupid. People do shit like this all the time. Even I'm not even trying to say that it happened or it didn't happen. People, they trying to frame motherfuckers. It's just a lie. Ain't nobody got time to be playing with Kesha ass.
No, I mean, I'm just going to play devil's advocate. I don't know what to believe, but, I mean, it does sound like it is sincere, and for her to be having so much support from the music industry, it definitely is not something that shouldn't go unnoticed. I feel like, however, when you deal with men of a certain power, they can be controlling, and at one point maybe she was, you know, okay with it because she wasn't nobody, but it was just like, once she became, you know, this global pop star, Kesha, and he's still trying to be controlling, and, you know, like she said, he forced her to have sex, forced her to take drugs, which, I mean, I don't understand how somebody can make you snort cocaine, like, you know what I'm saying, shit like that, but,
right,
you know,
now.
she was tired of it, and maybe she felt like a lawsuit was the only way. Like, she didn't want to deal with him, but being under Kemosabe, he's the executive, that was the only way. But that is, when you end up dating someone in the music industry, like, you know what I'm saying, and they are higher than you, that is one of your consequences. But I have heard about other celebrities being in similar situations. Like, you don't know if you should stay quiet because, you know, everything you say, Hollywood is politics. You know, shit, life is politics. Like, you don't know what you can say. And like she said, she hasn't released the album since 2012. You know, I mean,
that's
it's just
bad.
Unfortunate. It's unfortunate. You know, I hope
did you want to recap on the question of the day?
Yeah, shit. Question of the day. Why do you think, and this goes for men or women, why do you think they vanish or disappear out of a person? Okay, next topic.
Yes, y'all. We're going to be taking questions. We're going to be taking answers later on.
Yeah, very shortly.
Shortly.
So answer the questions. Yes. Definitely, if you all want to talk about the topics, you know, because we have a lot of interesting topics like this like all day long. We got to keep the show pushing, but I definitely want to hear your opinions on that as well. Next topic I want to talk about is Amber Rose versus Lil Duval. She blasted on Snapchat saying after he made a post saying that the internet is making people who basically are not relevant, you know, relevant and funny and comedians and he said what was the guy's name, Charlie Sheen? Like, everybody tried to make it seem like he was like this big comedic act, and then he came out with like he tried to do a comedy show which sold out, but people said the show sucked, and I guess he was also stating like, you know, you need to stop making let people be in their lanes, like stop trying to make it seem like, you know, like people are just they can just do whatever, because it's like if you are in comedy, you do comedy. If not in comedy, like, don't fuck with it. Like, just because you crack a few jokes on Instagram, like, or on your show, you know. I don't know. What do you think?
Amber Rose is all in all irritating to me. She said, like, her show is joke. She's just irritating. She's like, laugh. It's seriously funny. My show is comedy. And it's just like, what's funny? Like, I mean, as far, because I think all of this pretty much transpired because of that shit that she said with Wiz Khalifa. She stated, and I'm like, you know, he'll probably give me some more sperm so we can have another baby. And then she continued, but instead, He just put his babies on my face. Like, bitch, that's not even funny. That's fucking stupid. Like, is that even his kid? The baby don't even look like him. The baby look like that motherfucking driver. So what the fuck are you talking about? And then she gets upset. Would you tell your daughter she can't be a comedian? You wouldn't. Exactly. We're all somebody's babies. Bitch, what the fuck are you talking about? Bitches just get there doing a prostitution thing, talking about some hoes matter. Get the fuck out of here. You ain't no motherfucking body, baby. You a grown-ass woman with a fat ass. Get the hell out of here. Don't play. Do not play. She's trying to play innocent. Like, no, get the fuck out of here. You're not a comedian. Her show's not even funny. Like, it's not even funny at all. I don't like it.
Yeah, I have not watched the show, and I have no interest in watching the show. Like, it looks like it's going to be whack. I mean, honestly, I've never really been interested in hearing Amber Rose talk. Like, she's a gorgeous person. Like, I just love to, like, I wanted to just be, like, this fashion person and, like, go to all of these, like, you know, Met Gala and, you know, whatever. But it's just, like, she just does not seem that interesting of a person. Maybe she is, you know, but it's just, like, I don't really want to sit and hear Amber Rose talk. But at the same time, it's just, like, who the fuck is Lil Duval? Like, the only time I've ever seen him do is on Instagram and Twitter.
I don't even know who he is still. I still don't know who the fuck he is. I think
I know who Lil Duval is, but it's just like he's internet famous, like, and it's like he has these celebrity fans. I mean, these celebrity friends. So it's like I feel like he's kind of mad that he's not popping, but I feel like at the same time he's put himself in that predicament. It's like you always talking shit about people. Ain't nobody gonna really want to fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? The people that do at the same time, they want to say they own that. So their friends tell them, like, don't fuck with them. They're not going to fuck with you either. You know? So, and maybe he's just not talented enough. You're not a Charlamagne to where you can sit and talk shit, but people still want to deal with you because people don't really care about your opinion. Like, you don't really matter. Like, you haven't had the platform yet to matter. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Snapping.
No, I just feel like he's whack. Anyways, I'm going to talk about Young Dro and Joseline.
And Joseline, oh my God.
Hernandez. Well, recently they have been spotted out together and working on new music. He has said since they have been spotted out together that he wants to marry her. He's also hinting at being her father, the baby's father of her child that she is currently impregnated with. He posted a picture on Instagram. Screenshotting like an article saying like who's the baby father with like a smiley face or whatever. But to me, I just feel like he is clearly like just using her for trying to hop on her bandwagon. And it sucks to say that Joseline is more popping than Young Dro, but honestly, like she is. I think he does want to get on the show. And sources are saying that he is joining the cast of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Season 6, which to me makes sense. But if she is pregnant by him, like, that's just not a good look. Like, all this shit you saying is, like, just going back on it. Like, what do you think?
If Young Dro ass is on Season 6 Love and Hip Hop, I am going to crack up. I think that I seen a little shot back that CBJ also said, and he was telling them to be careful, you know, that he still get, you know, residuals from records that he made in 1990 more than shit Dro and her can ever make, or more than Dro ever had, you know. But Dro and Joseline, they looked very cozy together. I just don't understand why Joseline is still keeping up this fake marriage bullshit. And I feel like also Joseline is just stupid. Like, Dro ain't got more money than CBJ. What the fuck are you doing? Like, that's crazy to me. I think she's playing a lot. And then, I mean, she may be hurt, but I feel like the only reason why she hurt is just based off the fact that CBJ told her the whole world that they really weren't married because she was acting like a bitch-ass skank, messing around with CBJ, messing around with Rick Ross, messing around with Dro and all the niggas in the strip club. She don't go on somewhere and stop playing, messing around with all the bitches, too. She fast. That's a fast girl.
She fast. I'm weak. I'm not. She mannish. She real mannish. I just can't.
Mannish.
I mean, I just can't. Like, I just can't. I hope she isn't pregnant by him, like, for her sake. Like, because she just really had a bad look this season. Like, she just looked like she was being so messy for no reason. And I was a huge fan of
know. She
like,
was so jealous.
She was
so
so
jealous of everybody.
She was, like, pretty. You said what?
I said she was just jealous of everybody. She set Mimi up because she was jealous. How that bitch she gonna have Stevie living in his house like this? I knew it too. I told my husband, I was like, dude, this bitch mad because Stevie J is inside the house. I mean, because Stevie J moved inside Mimi's house. And then on the Exposed, it just came on Monday, Love and Hip Hop Exposed. And why would Mimi move my man in her house? Like, or why would he stay with Mimi? Like, girl, I knew that's why your ass was mad. You been mad about that same ass shit this whole time for 2.5 months. Like, cheated on his ass because he did that. For 2.5 months, her ass been mad. I'm telling you, Scorpios can keep a goddamn grudge for the longest time. It's horrible. Man, yes, he is. And Stevie J is a Scorpio, too, so they butt heads. Two Scorpios dating each other? It ain't gonna work. Right. I dated a Scorpio.
I've always been interested. Like, I've always like wanted to see, like, maybe be like a fly on the wall. I don't want to be in the room with them, but I definitely, like, if a sex tape leaks, I definitely would be interested in seeing that because I feel like that would be like a good situation. Like, I feel like they are very psycho, but sometimes they just give me like very like hostile and like break.
They crazy. They crazy in the room. They crazy.
Yeah. But anyways, on to question of the day. Why do you think, and again, for men or women, vanish, disappear out of a person's life after the first time they have sex? Angelica, why do you feel like that?
I don't know, man. I just feel like it's a lot of different variables that comes into place when it comes down to that. I feel like sometimes, a person feel like you're not, classy or articulate. You may not have a good sense of humor. Your financial status, may have a lot to do with it. I mean, it's a lot of things. Maybe you need for men to be a bigger size, or maybe for women a little bit of that vinegar bath. You know what I'm saying? Like different things. Different strokes for different folks. I'm not really sure why something like that would happen. Maybe I just can't really think, but. I feel like it's a lot of things that has to do with that. But, yeah, seriously, I know that one of my major things I will find not attractive about a guy is, if the sex ain't good, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, I ain't going to be trying to fuck with you no more, and then, like, of course, if you're not funny, you a bum, you know what I'm saying? Like, all of that stuff. Like, you know what a bum is, you know what I'm saying? Somebody that mooches off of people and uses people like yeah, like somebody who ain't shit, you know what I'm saying? Then yeah, that's not somebody I'm interested in, but like I said, my husband, so obviously I already found who I need. So. What about you?
Yeah, I'm tied down too. But I would say as far as like that when I was like dating, what would make me move on, like if I had sex with somebody and if I had sex with them one time, I was just over it. I feel like as a man, a lot of times you just put people into categories. Like, I've had sex with people in my past that I knew it was going to be nothing, and I just wanted to have sex with them. And maybe they thought it was something more, and, and I may have led on. Not on
Bad
purpose,
news.
but, I just never was really interested. And, again, like you said, it goes back to who the person is. It's just like, if you ain't shit, you don't have the same goals, and I find that out quickly, and then the sex is whack. It's just like, why would I want to continue to deal with you? Like, why would I try to change
Pretty
you
much.
and upgrade your sex when you already was a whack individual? Like, that's a whole lot of work for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
And then you ain't wearing no deodorant on the plane. Like that old lady. You ever seen that video?
Hell yeah, I done seen that. She ain't got on no deodorant. The waist trainers, they killing us. They like that, yeah, that shit was some funny shit. But anyways, y'all, our question of the day, once again, why do you think men or women vanish or disappear out of a person's life when you first have sex with them? We are going to start answering calls. I am just going to go in order from the first caller down to the last caller. If you do not want to speak, please just say pass, and we will keep it moving. The first number is at area code 804. Last 4 digits of that number is 7098. You are on the air.
Pass.
Hello, you're on the air? Hi.
I'm a pass.
Okay. Thank you. All right, we have a 414 area code. The last 4 digits of that number is 8952. You are on air. All right. Seems like that person passed. We have a 414 area code. The last 4 digits of that number is 0254. Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
To answer your question, I'm one person that feels like sex is a big part of a relationship, not like the full part, but it's definitely a huge part. If you don't have that sexual compatibility with somebody, if the sex was whack, like literally, like, I mean, you're not obligated to stay. We're all adults here, so if you're having sex with somebody and you didn't enjoy it and you don't want to talk to them anymore, I mean, you don't necessarily have to. Just to be polite, it would be nice to kind of brush them off a little bit versus just completely falling out. But, you know, sex is important. It needs to be, that compatibility needs to be there in order for a relationship to kind of work. I mean, you can talk to anybody, but you can't have sex with everybody. You got to have that 50-50 of, you know, good sex and good conversation. The better everything is, the better it gets, so.
Well, thank you so much for your answer. We have another caller, 414 is the area code. The last 4 digits is 9130. You're on the air.
All right. Well, I think, you know, going both ways, me as a woman, you know, the only reason why I'm going to do a hit it and quit it is because, you know, I got what I want. Initially, you know, we all look at somebody, we can tell what we really want from them. Is it something long-term? You know, are we interested, or do we just want to, you know, have sex? And I feel like, you know, once you have sex with somebody, you might not have the urge to have sex with them again, even if it is good, you know. Like you said, you don't have that emotional connection, and it's like, fuck it. I don't give a fuck. I'm done. Yeah. Hit it and quit it on that rich ass nigga.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your answer. Yeah, we got another call. That was hilarious. Okay, I'm so sorry. Yes, it was so funny to me. Okay, we all have another caller from a 704 area code. The last 4 digits of that number is 4932. You're on air.
Hello.
You're on the air. Okay, I'm thinking that was a pass, y'all. And then we have another number. We're gonna take the last call from 414 area code. The last 4 digits of that number is 7598. You're on the air.
Hey. No, I ain't really got nothing to say, but just, hey, both of y'all doing a great job, and I love the show, and keep up the good work.
All right. Thank you so much.
This is Brandon.
That was awesome. I think that was Brandon. I think that's what he said.
Okay.
That was nice. Thank you.
You said what?
I said thank you. That was awesome. Truly appreciate that support. But yeah, that was good. That was good. Also, you know, before we end this show, I just want to send out some community resources for you all.
Oh, sorry. We can take one more call. I'm sorry. I'm so fucking weak. Never mind. Because they hung up the phone.
Okay, well, I do got one more. I do actually got one more call that I'm going to take. It's a 8952 area code. You're on the air.
Okay, now what was the topic?
Jen, can you reiterate that? Yes.
The question was, let me look. I'm sorry, I have to look at that. Why do you think men and women vanish or disappear out of a person's life when they first have sex with them?
I would say because something just wasn't right. Something ain't do it. I mean, because, you started it off. Things just didn't finish right. So, I would say because things maybe weren't up to par. maybe the individual was just whack in the sack, as they say.
Yeah.
Yeah, just laughing probably.
No, I definitely agree.
Thank you so much, caller, for that.
So I think when it comes to men and women, I feel like it's kind of different. I feel like men is more so sex with whack. I feel like women is just like, and at the same time, it's like you put somebody in a category, and it's like women is just like definitely like you put somebody in a category, and like, you already knew what you wanted with that person.
I heard that if a man pretty much, if he want to be with you, he sees something special in you. If he don't, he just don't see shit special in you, pretty much, as far as women go. And I actually just recently saw something like that on the internet from a man's point of view. And that's why I was like, wow, that was very interesting to me, just listening to what he had to say about this, a question similar to this in particular, but yeah.
Yeah. So are we going to get into confessions now?
Yes. Oh, my goodness, yes. Oh, you did say you had a crazy-ass confession today. Let me hear that shit.
Well, you go first.
You know what? What is my confession? My confession is I'm working out too motherfucking much. I'm working out too hard. I'm trying to get fit, and I just can't stand my job, I guess. I'm drinking liquor today. Y'all, I ain't had liquor in, about 6 days. So, I thought we was going to have a confession session last week and a little bit of liquor then. That's my confession. I don't really have one. But Jim got a crazy one. So let's listen to that one.
Well, my confession is I want whoever's listening to the show to not promote. I mean, not to not promote, but to not buy from Dashiki Pride. So anyways, I ordered a dashiki cardigan for my boyfriend's party situation that I'm going to wear on Saturday. I ordered it last Saturday. On the website, it says, I guess it's like, 5 to 6 business days? No, it's 2 business days to get an initial, tracking number, which I feel like is kind of psycho. Like, why does it take 2 days to even find out where the fuck your shit is at? And then I think it takes, standard ground shipping, 5 to 6 days to get it delivered. So I ordered this on Saturday. I called them. No, I ended up at first, I DM'd them on their Instagram. Then I sent them an email. Then I called, because they have 3 numbers on the Instagram. I called all 3. No one answered. Signed up.
Damn.
Yeah. And then, it came to the point where I just had to comment on the post, this business is very fraudulent. And I am contacting my bank. I was like, if I don't get this shit by Friday, I'm going to contact my bank and let them know that I ordered from a fraud. And also, I'm going to report you all to the Better Business Bureau. And that's when the bitch decided to call me back. And then she, tried to get slick. And I'm like, first off, bitch, why does it take fucking 5 days to get a fucking tracking number? It shouldn't even take 5 days to get shipped. And it sucks because it's I want to promote black businesses. And, I've been trying to be on this, buy where you appreciate it. So I've been trying to go to black-owned shit. But it's just this is the reason why we always have issues and people don't really want to fuck with black people because it's always that shit. It's people get lazy, people get tired. It's they try to get recognition. They got a couple 100,000 followers on Instagram. So it's they are getting bigger than what they can handle. But at the same time, instead of them saying that, they're just going to take people's money. I was reading reviews where it was somebody ordered their shit in April and they still have not received it. That's fucking ridiculous. That is fucking ridiculous. So do not order from Dashiki Pride. Google some more black-owned dashiki places if you want to order dashiki, but definitely dashikipride.com is not the way to go. And that's my
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. I mean, it's not. Not literally. It's not funny, but it's hilarious. It's whoa, that's fucked up,
It's just,
I'm
really
sorry that happened to you.
It's just really disappointing because it's just I really wanted to be excited about this shit, and it's I gotta argue with you about getting me your product. You know what I'm saying? It should be the other way around.
That reminds me.
You said what?
Yeah. I was gonna say that reminded me of something that happened to me just like that.
What happened?
I had ordered this waist trainer from a company called Chaotic Bond, You know, I had been following her on Instagram. She had slim her. She was like she had a tummy tuck, and she thought that her waist was sexy, but it was real wide. So she got this particular waist trainer and shit. I wanted that waist trainer, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, man, it looked good. You know, and it's nice, you know, a nice little price. It was like, you know, a little more than I would normally pay, but it was a nice price. Ordered that bitch. It's like 14 days later, I'm texting her, or emailing her, calling her, asking her where my shit is, and she up there getting slick like, you a business owner, bitch. You don't get slick with your customers. You're losing out. Now I'm going to have to tell people that you a bad person to buy from. So then I had emailed her, you know, I wrote on her post, and she was like, don't even try it, Angel Vondrina, blah, blah, blah. I was like, bitch, I would slap your whole ass. No, I ain't say that for real. But I was thinking it. I couldn't believe that she was trying to come. I definitely shared that post. Every year I share that damn post. Like, this bitch thought she was trying to do something. Like, absolutely not. Telling me don't try it. Nah, bitch, you don't try it. Give me a motherfucking waist trainer or give me a refund. You know, like I got to play those games.
Did you end up getting the waist trainer?
Yeah, I got it like 10 days later. So apparently she didn't have shipping money, but she got $65.99 from me for a damn waist trainer that I could have got paid $20 for, you know. And, you know, I don't have a waist trainer anymore either. Like, that's crazy. I don't even have a damn waist trainer no more. It you know what I'm saying? It all bent out of shape. So I just advise, if any of you guys know who Chaotic Bond is, I advise you not to buy from her.
Yeah, 86. So maybe the common thread is don't buy off of Instagram. Like, you know, you want to support all these new Instagram owners, but it's just like these bitches ain't about that life. Like they're not really trying to pursue nothing. They just trying to get some quick money and then leave it alone. So yeah, don't buy off of Instagram. Lesson learned.
Instagram is the common denominator here, guys. But y'all had some great answers to our questions today. And we truly appreciate, you know, you all calling us into the show. I just want to also inform you all of some of the pretty much the things that's been going on as far as Milwaukee residents go. If you know anybody that's in need of a house cleaning, store cleaning out, or elderly help with cleaning, I don't know, whatever, weekly cleaning, contact Angela's Cleaning Business. That's the person that works with me. They just came through my house, and they did a lot of I had a lot of clutter. So they came through and organized everything really fantastically for a really cheap price. And I really just want to shout them out because they did a really good job. Seriously. Like, I have a home inspection coming up, and I'm ready for it, y'all. Seriously.
Yes.
And to get in contact with them, that number is 414-897-0833. Again, 414-897-0833 for more information. And also, if you all know anybody that need a resume completed, a cover letter, a reference, contact Wright's Resumes. You can look them up on Facebook at Wright's Resumes. Jen, before we end the show, is there anything that you would like to add?
No, just thank everybody for tuning in. Like, thank you so much for the support. Like, just continue to be there. Like, you know, we starting off now, but I promise the show's going to continue to get better. Like, keep calling. Like, I want to keep hearing you. Well, we haven't had any confessions yet, but I want to hear your opinions. Hopefully one day we'll start getting some juicy confessions, you know, and let's just keep it pushing, y'all.
Once again, y'all, make sure y'all like our fan page, and if y'all have any anonymous confessions, you guys can email us at confession, CONFESSION 2, the number 2, us@gmail.com. Thank you all again for tuning in this evening. I'm your host, Angel Vondrina.
And I am Jean Mosby, and you are listening to Confession Session. We're going to get it right one day. She doing this on purpose. She really trying. She really trying.
I am. I'm trying. Bye, y'all.